We have now consecutive winning drivers for the under 17 Porsche team. Timo Bernhard, Mark Webber and Brendan Hartley. Congratulations guys. Mark, you started the race, so we'll start with you. A little bit cheesed off yesterday when you didn't get pole position. You made up for that straight away around the outside of Neil at the first corner. A pretty aggressive move, but start the authority on the race early on.
Yeah, I think qualifying, with the red flag, and it wasn't easy for the team to sort of handle just how we got the best out of both cars. And Sydney had to go again, and he grabbed the pole. So that was, it was disappointing for us, honestly, but it was still great. Team result 1-2, and then I know, having done a lot of races here in the past, how hard it is to overtake once you get in the groove. So I was quite keen to get the job done pretty quickly. And it worked out okay in turn 1, so yeah, went on from there. First stint was alright, and then we just pressed on, and it was good that we obviously then managed to also start to gap the Audis, which is also a bit of a relief for us inside the team. And then I might as well keep going and talk about my second stint, mate, and then you can go the other way. And then I got back in the car for the third hour, which went pretty well, and then I screwed up the pit box. I couldn't.
Yeah, what happened there?
I think, obviously, first time arriving at night in that scenario, and it was just so wide, and I just literally, I screwed up, I went a bit too long, and thankfully I didn't go too far past, but it still cost us some time, obviously. So first and last time in my career. So embarrassing, but anyway, it wasn't a complete showstopper. So.
In your defence, it's the first time that anybody had been in that pit lane all week without the inner wall. So that clearly made a bit of a difference too.
But also it shows you, I've already done a pit stop in the race, and you arrive there at night. I think Mark Lee, he went in, and then he went back out, then he went back in again. So it showed, it's a little bit abnormal, but I screwed up. And, we got the penalty for something else actually. So that was a bit of a kick.
Did we find out what that was?
I think similar to the Audi, someone over the line or touching someone. I'm not sure. You need to talk to the police officers.
Not guilty, wasn't your fault. Timo Bernhard, congratulations again, Timo. Jumped in, did your job. Difficult track, difficult conditions here. Tell me about your stints.
Well, there was not a lot to say. It was actually we picked free practice happened to me that I was driving more at night, so they would choose that Mark was in again before I jumped into the car, so I really drive only at night. So it was quite okay. It was not easy in traffic sometimes to manage. I think it was playing big role today as usual. But a really quick car today. In the beginning, it really looked at we had the race covered. And then after the stop and go, for sure, we tried to push back, because also the 7 already picked up speed, so it was not so sure. And still a 30-second lead can still change always in the long distance race. And yeah, we kept on pushing, but for sure we had a very good car today, so we were very even today, spread across the car. So it was a good race for us, and we hope we can keep that momentum, and a good thing going on. And thanks for the team. It was a good effort. Sorry for the 18 car. Looked like was a Porsche double again, but it's good that when you have 2 strong cars, so one has a problem, the other one can still win. So I think it was a well-deserved victory for Porsche team.
Yeah, well done. Brendan brought the car home. Slightly different aero package again this weekend. Helped you keep the tyres under the car. You had to do sort of a stint and a half there at the end on the same set of tyres, but my goodness, you got the performance out of them. So clearly the slight changes have made quite a big difference. The car looked pretty well balanced all the way through there at the end.
Yeah, actually from the start of the weekend, all 3 of us worked well with the team, and all through testing we got to a setup that we were all very, very comfortable with. Actually we all have slight different driving styles, but we came to a setup that we were all super confident going into the race, and it worked really well. Actually the change from Nürburgring is not so much, but it was a new package at Nürburgring, and we just started to refine it. The boys have done a good job in the few weeks between the race to just work on the setup. Actually, at the end, the car was by far the best I've ever felt. It was having so much fun out there.
Fastest lap of the race actually came in.
Yeah, I think we're all very, very close, to be honest, between the 3 of us. And the car was a dream to drive. And yeah, thanks to everyone. Obviously, like Timo said, feel bad for number 18. Obviously, we had a bit of bad luck at the start, but at the same time, we all feel on form, and the car was unbelievable. The boys did a good job, and we're happy to stand on the middle step.
Well done, 2 in a row. So good luck for the next round at Fuji. Come back to you at the end for some questions if there are any. Realise it's late tonight, so we'll rattle through. Second place, once again, for the 7 Audi Sport Team Just. That is, of course, the guys on your left, Marcel Fessler, Andre Lotterer and Ben Treluin. Ben, start with you, you've got a microphone in front of you. Clearly not the result you would have liked. You stayed pretty close to the 2 Porsches through. Second place, and you still lead the championship this relief here, so not the worst result you could have had.
No, of course, it was a tough race, tough weekend for us. We got a few problems in the first practice session, so we couldn't really set up the car perfectly. But at the end, in the race, the car was pretty okay, and we had to push really hard. The strategy was pretty good. The mechanics did a really big effort during the weekend, working really hard, and the engineers a good strategy in the race, so we can be happy about everything. We did a little bit step up, and I think we can be really happy of what we have done during the weekend, and we are ready for the next races. Congrats to Porsche team, they did a good race, and we have to keep pushing to try to stay on the front for a championship.
Well done, made it exciting for us at the end. Marcel, Hop Sweets, well done sir. And the race from your point of view?
Yeah, actually it was quite okay, I would say. Nothing really special. I was the whole 2 stints by my own, actually driving. I was not a big battle outside there, but I tried to keep pushing as much as possible. It was really difficult sometimes. I catch traffic really badly in the first part a lot of time, but I guess it was for the other guys too. But it's yeah, it's a part of the race. There was actually not much else to say. It was all okay at that moment. For sure we would like to be ahead of the Porsche, but at the moment they look pretty strong. So we hope we can do something for Fuji.
Good luck for that. Last but by no means least, Andre Lotterer on the far end had a little bit of a chase at the end there, made things a bit exciting for us. The car did seem to have the pace when you got a clear lap. You were barely a 10th away from the fastest lap of the race with your car. Just couldn't seem to keep the Porsche guys quite close enough to you?
Well, it's tough, you know, obviously with the boost they have, you know, it's a lot easier on traffic. It's a whole lot more power than us, so, you know, we had a tough weekend, tried to be happy with the car, and finally, from halfway through the race, the car came a bit back to us, but up until that point, we couldn't fight them at all, so, yeah, in that sense, a bit disappointing, but, well, quite disappointing that we cannot fight for the victory, but yeah, a bit lucky in the end to be in second place, because normally they should have had a double, so we really need to step up our game.
Good luck for Fuji. Up at the back there, in the high seats. Well done gentlemen, 3rd position for Audi Sport Team Just. The 8 car, Luca Di Grassi, Mike Duval and Ollie Jarvis. Who's got the microphone? Like then. Tell me about the race from your point of view. Once again, it was difficult for you guys. Just try to keep the Porsches in sight.
Yeah, I mean, we had to try to give it all. I mean, we knew that they were really competitive. At the end, they deserved the win for sure. But I believe also that without our stop and go, maybe could have been a little bit better. But they were quicker anyway. So I think, as Andre said, we have to step up our game. And the car was not too bad the whole weekend. Few things to change, I believe, for the next races, because it was not perfect, but we will try on going to give the maximum, and every points we can get, it's important for the championship, and every Porsche we can put behind, and we will try.
Just close up the Manufacturers' Championship, you're quite right. Ollie, trying weekend for you, ultimately?
Yes, and I mean, you know, to finish on the podium, we've got to be happy, but I think you've got to take the positives, and you know, we really took the fight to the Porsche for up until the stop and go penalty. it certainly looked like, you know, they certainly had the edge on us, but we kept pushing in traffic and taking risks, and like Lloyd mentioned, without that penalty there, you know, we could have been even closer and maybe put a bit of pressure on them, but you know, ultimately to finish in third, slightly disappointing, and as the guys have mentioned, we've got work ahead for Fuji in the remaining races. Porsche have done a super job, so congrats to them. It's now up to us to step up our game and really challenge them for the rest of the year.
Lucas, let's look ahead in your case to Fuji. It's a circuit that Audi have gone well at the past. Do you think you can be closer to these guys when we head over to Japan?
That's a tough question. I think Fuji does. It's going to be a hard fight again. Seems like with their boost, with their hybrid powers, they have an edge on us at the moment. So we have to work to compensate that, like the others mentioned, with traffic, with like you could see at the start of the race, just trying to get close on traffic and take a little bit more risk. But the main point is to improve. It's very clear that at the moment we need to step up and be more competitive, and we'll do the best. We'll do our job to make sure that Audi gets the most points and we get the best result for Audi in the end.
Well done on third place. Good sportsmanship at the end as well when the lead car was coming through.